Welcome to Sugar Daddies Podcast, where we get real about love, money, and everything in between. I'm your host, Namon Jones, here with my co-host, Diopla Sample. What's up, D?
What's going on, Namon?
Man, they say love don't cost a thing, but what about companionship?
Hey, man, we just two grown-ass men having real talk, making real connections.
Welcome to Sugar Daddies Podcast. That's Sugar Daddies with a Z. I'm your host, Big Daddy.
And I'm magnificent.
What's going on, Magnificent?
What's going on, Big Daddy?
Oh, man. Another day, another dollar, man. You
That's
know.
right.
Hey, listen, man, I've been texting you back and forth, man, all week long.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, I really want to talk about it for real, but I'm wondering, man, why people do what they do. So I had a situation where, I'm checking this young lady out, and in checking her out, she told me that she really didn't want a traditional relationship. She was married before, and she was done, and da-da-da-da-da, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, okay, are you dating? I started asking all the right questions to figure out what it was. And to my surprise, she was really intrigued and wanting a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, for real. I'm just surprised because it never happened that easy. It wasn't like just straight off the bat.
But why do you think she wanted that?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to back into it, okay, if I can, right? So the dynamics that she's dealing with now is she went through a hard divorce, okay? When she went through the divorce, she ended up getting the house or whatever, and it became a toll on her because the ex-husband handled all the bills and did everything. Paid every bill, managed everything, but most of the stuff was in her name because she was established before they had connected, okay? Very faithful, didn't cheat, didn't do any of those things, very, very much committed, church going, all those different dynamics, okay? Fast forward, she goes to this divorce, and she's like, well, I'm still wanting somebody to take care of me, and she got that. She's literally with somebody. They're paying all the bills. They're doing everything. She's not attracted. No attraction. No nothing, right? Nothing. I mean, to a point where I don't want them to touch it, nothing. But approached me to the point of, I want to stay in that scenario, but I want a sugar daddy relationship with you where it's physical and it's all the requirements that we've always talked about on our platform. And it's crazy because it never happened that easy, but more than that, I'm like, why? Like, it had me thinking, why do individuals want to choose that kind of lifestyle over traditional? And she was married, I've been married, but I just wonder why. What you think?
Well, so I heard a couple of different things in the story, right? One, my question would be, why would she want a sugar daddy relationship for the physical aspect of it when she's already getting her bills paid from the relationship that she's currently in? Mm-hmm. It appears to me that she's probably not happy in that. It's just my bills getting paid. Here's why I say that. Because if she solicits you or any other sugar daddy, then the bill's gonna get paid anyway. She's gonna get that regardless. But she gets to get the best of both worlds if you ain't got no ED problems, right?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. The way it was presented, there's no attraction. Apparently, the individual knows that there's no attraction, none, no physical, no nothing, right? So one, I think that's a part of it. I think two, it's part of the thrill, you know what I mean? But it just made me think, more women than men talk about being married, being in a relationship, the faithfulness, all those things. Typically, it's more women, right?
Right.
So very rarely do you see where it's just acceptable. And I just started thinking, I'm like, man, I wonder why. Is it deeper than that? Is it just physical? Is it just physical for them, which makes it transactional?
Yeah, I mean, but you each individual going into a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship for different reasons. If it's just about the money or the getting bills paid, then it's just about that. There may be no physical attraction. She just may be doing something because this is how she getting it, right? But at the same time, the flip side is he could just be doing something too.
Yeah, but could you do that? Could you be in a situation like that? Like,
Man, I
reverse.
have.
But no, but I'm talking about you ain't had no attraction for them.
Well, let me
Reverse
say
it.
this.
Reverse it.
Let me say this. No, I'm not gonna say I didn't have any attraction to them. I will say that. Okay, back up a second because we're going too fast. The question is,
Could you? Could you be in a situation like that? Could you be in a situation?
well, first of all, I gotta be attracted to something about you.
Yeah, yeah.
Something about you.
And we've said that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me to go
we've said
another step further, I have to make sure that there's something about you I like, and it ain't just. It could be your intelligence.
Well, hold on, let's play with that for a little bit. Let's take how we are currently out of the scenario, but think about how we think currently. Does that make sense? In other words, I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Because I just want to know what you think. I'm gonna ask you this question. I want you to think like a man, right? Like we normally think, but not how established we are.
Okay.
All right? Okay. Think about if you didn't have what we have today, we ain't had shit, and we had a woman taking care of us. Let's reverse it for a second.
Man, I have.
Hold on.
Okay.
My question is before
Okay.
you go into, because I want to know
All
for
right.
real. All right. Could you be in a situation where, for real, where you ain't have nothing and the woman's taking care of you, but you ain't had no attraction no nothing, but every need you had was met financially?
Could I be in a situation like that? Yeah.
Now,
Hold up. You asking me? You wait a minute.
Yes.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
woohoo, you could.
Yes, I could because this is what I thought about.
Okay.
When I was down on my ass
Okay.
and coming out of prison, I was codependent on a woman at the time, which was my first wife, who took care of me, and And now there was a physical attraction between she and I because I was physically attracted to her, but she financially took care of everything. So I guess at the time before I actually got a job, I was Mr. Mom. I took care of the kids. Made sure they ate. Took them to daycare, took her to work. All this while going through my little drug habit at the time. Now we talking over 30 years ago, but
Yeah.
my point is that I've been there. I've been there now.
But you were attracted to her, though.
But can I remain in a situation like that if I'm not attracted to you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Man, I'm gonna find something. I have to find something.
I promise you, man, I can tell you story after story that I personally know.
So, let me say this. If you're in a situation where both of you are physically attracted to each other, but how you treat each other have caused you to lose that affects all that physical attraction to them because you may not see them the same way.
But this,
because you remain.
But I don't know. But in this scenario, up front, it ain't no attraction. You know what I mean? And then it got me thinking. Like, I personally know other folks. I know a young lady, beautiful, in her 20s. Well, probably in her 30s now, but she's dating. And she's a young black girl, educated, dating an older white gentleman in his 60s, right? and they've been at it for now they're a couple now, right? At it for a long time, 6, 7 years, whatever. So I think it can happen. I think an attraction could maybe develop. I don't know. I think that if you don't give it a chance to, it won't, right? Because in this scenario, the young lady has no attraction, so she's already trying other options. You understand?
So, question. So you telling me Bill Belichick, girlfriend, woman, the new chick he with, the young chick, she's physically attracted to Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick has the resources. Bill Belichick has the money to start with a B. He's a billionaire. Hell, I'll date Bill Belichick. You taking applications, right?
Yeah.
Jokes, just jokes. My point is, billionaire, right?
Well, he ain't no billionaire. He a millionaire, though.
I think he's a billionaire.
No, he not. He's not close. He's not even close.
I tell you what, he richer than us.
He got way more money.
And he got more than he got hundreds of millions. Okay,
yes,
so
I go with that.
So damn near close, right? I mean, shit, he's still in the 1% of America. Okay, my point is though that's a different arena to me. Now, well-established, billionaire, millionaire, ain't too far off in the sense of can you take care of someone at that level that you're at? And I think that situation is where they are. This person can really take care of her, pay all the bills, do what's necessary, right? But there's still no attraction. And what's crazy is they let them know. She let them know. Ain't no attraction. But she's still in it. Even the other young lady I mentioned, 20s. You think about that young black 20-something, beautiful, no kids, nothing. 60-something-year-old white man, you're like, wait a minute, come on. There has to be some type of imbalance from that perspective, right?
Right.
So you take attraction off the table. What is it? Take two things off the table. We know it's money. We know it's a monetary value. That's the obvious, right? That's the problem, the 99% portion. I'm talking about that 1% and why they really stay other than that.
Connection. Like,
I mean, other than other than traditional though. When I say stay in it other than a traditional relationship. Because why can't they go date somebody with that same caliber?
Well, I don't believe that relationship exists outside of finances and attraction. Like sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship, that don't exist. Without those two things, at least one got to always be present. That is finances.
No, you're on to something. I believe it's both. We talked about the stats before. And divorce rate, adultery, finances. Right. So I think it's attraction too. You're right.
Those two things have to be in play.
Yeah.
In order for that relationship to work. So outside of that, the only other thing that I would see that the person would stay would be some sort of intellectual connection, some sort of emotional ties.
You think it's security maybe?
Security, yeah. For sure. Security.
For sure, security. What happens when it's controlling on it's still toxic and you still stay, see them in that shit? And
you know what? It's called sick.
I
just say it's called SICK.
Well, because I hate to bring this up, but you think about what we just witnessed publicly with Diddy and Cassie. Was that a traditional relationship that evolved out of a sugar baby, sugar daddy? Look at the video, and I'm just talking. I don't even want to talk about the bullshit of it. I'm just talking about what we physically saw because we don't know all of the shit, right? But from what we saw, she got her ass beat at an elevator. All those things that happened to her, the multiple men that she testified publicly, all those things. Was it just money though? She eventually found true love. She married, kids, the whole nine. Well, I just wonder, what keeps it? My mama, I talk about it. Got her ass beat 17 years she was with this dude. Why?
I just said it. SICK. Sick.
What's the antidote? What's the medication they can take for it?
What it is when you got two hurt individuals trying to love each other. All right? Broken. Been through hell.
What the sugar daddy ain't
toxic.
Hurt,
if it's toxic, Typically, toxic relationship breeds more toxicity. So that means you ain't gonna say if a person is in a toxic relationship, it's probably because both of y'all are toxic. It's not usually if one is toxic and the other one ain't. That shit don't last that long, because the one that ain't toxic, they get away from that.
Yeah.
But usually, toxic relationships,
They attract one another.
that's exactly right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
exactly right. And I've been through a few. That's how I know.
Amen.
I've been through a
I've
few.
been there.
You
No
know,
doubt.
but
No
at
doubt.
the same time, I think for a relationship to exist, in terms of removing finances, removing attraction, there's only a few other things left for any male or female to grab hold to.
So I hear that, right? But it still baffles me a little bit. So let's use this scenario. Beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's approached by you and I. You desire a traditional relationship with her. I desire a sugar daddy relationship with her.
Okay.
You, from the traditional side, willing to be the man, step up, pay the bills, traditionally, right? You offer that. I offer sugar daddy lifestyle, pay the bills, fly you out, all that shit. She chooses sugar daddy lifestyle over traditional. Why?
Well, time. Traditional relationships, you got to court. You got to go out a few times. You got to, it's a whole courting thing. If you're impatient like I am, because I don't have time to be taking you out on 2, 3, 4, 5 dates before we get busy. I don't. I just don't, and I know what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah.
So, and we grown. Like I'm not talking to a child. I'm talking to two grown people that know what each other want or should want. Because if I'm attracted to you, and I know you're attracted to me, then at some point we know we're gonna get there. What the hell we waiting for?
Oh, hey, listen, I don't know a man alive that don't want it right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, though. How long do you think it should take?
Man, now, let me say this. It depends on the person. I have gone on dates. I went to one on the date. I'm like, okay, cool. She was fun. Go on a second date. Okay, cool. She was fun. But if it didn't progress between date 1 and date 2, where I believe we finna get to this place, man, I don't waste my time. Like, to me, that's going back to the traditional relationship. And then if that's what the person wanted, by all means, go through the courting process.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I just don't have the kind of patience and the kind of time. That's not saying that we can't have a beautiful relationship from a sugar daddy, sugar baby standpoint.
Yeah.
So that's just my take.
I agree with you on that. And it can be beautiful, right? On either side, I think it's more about choice. But I guess, again, and it still does baffle me. I don't know. I guess I'll forever be baffled. But we know all those different reasons. We can speculate. But it's amazing to me. We hear all these women that talk about wanting a good man. And I'm not saying a sugar daddy lifestyle ain't a good situation. I love it, right? I'm not saying a traditional is a bad. It's a preference. So I get that. I'm stuck at what made you choose that over this? And you hit a couple of others. I can get that. Time. Maybe it's I don't want to commit. And it's easy. It's easy if you can have a sugar baby, sugar daddy kind of situation.
And you gotta understand too, for a sugar baby, man, it's a rush.
Yeah.
I mean, for the sugar daddy too, because if I'm with a bad, fine, just a chick that's gonna have my nose wide open,
Yes, sir.
it's a rush to me too. So to get together and feel the rush of the dopamines and things that excite you,
Yeah.
is why sometimes we make those decisions.
Hey, I don't mind my nose being wide open.
Me either.
Could you be what they call henpeck?
Yeah, I am. I don't do nothing but run around and serve my woman all day. I'm talking about literally serve her.
Word.
Serve, baby, what you want? How can I make your day better?
Oh shit.
I do that. I do that
Yeah.
because I want to set the tone for the day and not drift off into areas where it ain't about us.
So for those of y'all who don't know, henpeck is when a man is so into that woman, don't nothing else matter. Henpeck, you ain't being bothered, you ain't being moved, your mama don't matter, your daddy don't matter, your pastor don't matter. You are
He ain't pecking
you
when
in
all your friends have been moved.
everybody gone.
And ain't
Family
nobody but you and her, and all you doing
is catering to her.
That's it.
That's henpeck.
Yeah.
Henpeck.
Yeah. I think I'm henpecked.
I think that's probably one of the reasons why most choose a sugar lifestyle, right? Because you just hit the nail on the head, I think. It's not only the rush, but it's the shit that we like to do. You know, I want to do something different. I'm going to lick you all up. I'm going to lick you in places you didn't know you could be licked.
Yeah.
I'm going to have spots in your body wet that you didn't even know could get wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to have the back of your knees buckling and shit. So I get that all day. And maybe that's it. Maybe it's all those things. It's also the thrill and the excitement of when you're with a sugar daddy that loves to give. Like, I love going shopping. I love doing all those things. So when I'm able to just shower you with shit on top of us having a good time, we're going out and we're traveling or whatever, but to have some explosive intimacy on top of that, man, it's mind-blowing. And I think for a lot of those reasons and the fact that you don't have a commitment, shit, more and more people, I think, are getting into this lifestyle.
Yeah, I think, for me, it's about being teachable. Like, I don't want a sugar baby that know every damn thing. You ain't but 25. How the hell you know what I've been knowing for 56 years? Like, no, for real. I respect what you know.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm not here to act like I know more than you. But I will say this, that two people can grow in that type of relationship because only one gonna lead and somebody gotta follow.
Yeah. Well, I think that's in every relationship, and you're absolutely correct. I still remember shit back in the day my mom would say to me. And my mom would tell me when I was 20, 22, 25, you think you know every goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know shit. I'm your mom. I know more. And when I'm talking about relationships, whatever, right? So hearing you say what you just said about, you 25, don't know nothing. Man, they operating. We all did that when we was 25.
Man, say,
You know what I'm saying?
growing up, we all thought we knew more than our parents.
Way more.
And my kids said they know more than me. Oh,
Yeah.
Daddy young.
Oh, hell yeah.
About,
Shit, yeah. And there's certain aspects, certain things that have evolved, they're right. And I think that's what comes, it comes with maturity that I can still learn from them too. But you're right. We talk about that shit all the time. What are you learning? And if you're in a good situation, that could be another reason why they stay around too. Or they choose the lifestyle versus traditional because why? They gaining something.
Yeah.
They understood the mission. They got a business. They got some ideas. They got money. They stacked. They got a house. They made it work for them. And then the sex was good. I mean, shit. I get it. That's probably the reason why.
Well, that is, one of the reasons why for sure. Is just, people get into these types of relationships for gain. More than anything. What are you gaining? You should be an asset, not a liability. You should be able to give back to the sugar daddy. But what happens is a lot of women are inferior because maybe the sugar daddy might make more financially. He may live a better lifestyle. It does not mean that you can't come to the table with your confidence and knowing what you know. And then being like a sponge and soaking up what you can and then contributing to the relationship in the fact that you give and you serve in ways that aid in the growth of the relationship. It may not be in the area of finances. Okay, but it may be in the area of I like it when a woman comes to me and say, "Come on, let's read this book together," and we read it and we talk about it. Or come on, let's go do when she takes the initiative. Because why? As an entrepreneur, a boss, we giving orders all day.
Yeah.
We delegating all day.
And it relaxes your mind when you got somebody like that,
There's
too.
somebody that
I agree.
I can just kick back. I don't have to worry about anything, and that person can lead, and all I have to do is follow at that time.
I remember being in New York, man, and me and my lady would ride the train. And in riding the train, we listened to, audiobooks together, right? And then she'd get off of her stop, do her thing. I'd go to my office or whatever. And periodically throughout the day, we would text one another, the shit that we heard in the book, what have you, and kind of discuss it.
Yeah.
To your point, what I'm saying is those are reasons why people do choose the lifestyle of, the sugar lifestyle, right? For all those reasons, because it's meant to be easier, shouldn't be difficult. So that's a good lesson. If your ass is in a sugar relationship and it's hard as hell and it's toxic, you in a bad situation.
You are.
Get out.
Yes.
Get out. You ain't gaining shit. I'm telling you.
Get the hell out.
Listen, it can work, and it's a mindset. You know what I mean? It is a mindset, and it can work, but you got to be fucking determined, and you got to make sure, man, that toxic shit, it ain't necessary. When it works, it works.
And then, for those of you who are more introverted, where you don't really talk much or take the initiative, this is a way for you to get out of your comfort zone. Get uncomfortable so that you can gain and get what you need to get out of that type of a relationship. And in that way, you should get to get what you want. The sugar daddy get to get what he want. Who knows where that may lead? You never can tell.
Yeah. So I think there are a ton of reasons why one would choose a sugar daddy relationship over traditional relationships. So
Okay. So basically, if I'm hearing correctly, some of the reasons are time.
Time, for sure.
What's another one?
Security. We talked about security. Finances, for
Finances.
sure. Yeah. Just companionship.
Yeah.
Intimacy. Intimacy. Good intimacy. And I guess consistency. One of the things we know about, the lifestyle is consistency.
Yeah.
So before we get into sweet and sour, we always do our sweet and sour. Man, this was a good conversation, first of all.
It was.
Before we get into it, subscribe.
Follow us on all platforms.
At Sugar Daddies Podcast. That's
with a Z.
Right? Sugar Daddies with a Z podcast, right? Follow us. Appreciate y'all. All right. Sweet or sour. Those that follow us know on every episode we do what's called sweet or sour. If you rock with it, it's sweet. If you don't rock with it, it's sour. All right? So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to dive into the Sugar Bowl. Magnificent got a Sugar Bowl that we're going to bring up. And we're going to pull out a sweet or sour today off of whatever topic Magnificent come out with. We're going to do a sweet or sour based off of that. And we'll discuss it, give our opinions on it. And then you give yours too.
Let's see what we get.
And by the way, while he's looking at that, questions, you want to talk to us, you want to call us, 855-ASK-DADDY. 855-ASK-DADDY. What you got, Magnificent?
All right.
Sweet or sour?
Is it sweet or is it sour for a sugar baby to date a married sugar daddy? Is it sweet or is it sour?
Oh, that's so hard, man. Because I got the moral side of me, of course. If you married, that's wrong. However, a sugar daddy, a real qualified sugar daddy, one, if he's married, everybody gonna know. Ain't gonna be no issues.
The question is.
So my point
is it?
It's sweet. I said it. It's sweet. If it's established, it's sweet. It's sweet. I said it. Okay. It's wrong, but it's sweet. It's wrong, but it's sweet.
Well, I mean, let's look at. I mean, should the sugar baby care about the wife?
No, she shouldn't,
Why not?
because that's between her and the sugar daddy. The sugar daddy got to make sure all that shit is handled. If he handling his business, a sugar daddy lifestyle shouldn't be hard.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be hard. Now, most sugar daddies not gonna be married. You know, you're gonna have some few that are, and I would think that they know. I don't know.
Well, if a sugar baby is dating a sugar daddy and he married, she better be getting all she can get from the sugar daddy.
Well, I think any sugar baby should be getting all they can get from any sugar daddy. I said, yeah, they should. I agree with that. Well, there it is. What you think? Is it sweet or sour? You never answered that.
Man, I think it's sweet. But on the flip side, I think it's sour because it's wrong.
But
The moral code,
it's
the
wrong.
moral code is wrong.
Yeah.
However, if everything outside of it fits.
It fits. I'm with you.
So it's sweet and sour.
Okay. Well, you heard it. It's sweet and sour. Well, listen, we love y'all so much. Again, follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download anywhere you get your podcast.
All platforms.
Follow us on all social platforms. Sugar Daddies with a Z. We love y'all. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next episode. Sugar Daddies Podcast. Real talk.
Real connections.